we have Ferrari Girl. She come off the last start win down at Goulburn. It was a big win. Hey girl, come look at the camera. She did all the work up front, was attacked halfway through it, and she fought back strongly to hold on. Unfortunately, when she came home that night, she rolled over in a box and just hurt her back leg, but she's right now. Back to some work over the next few days. But she's tough as nails. She just keeps coming back for more, don't you, girl? Hey? So we'll let you know what we're going to do with the next over the next few days once we just get through some work. But she bruised up her back leg, and it's come good now. Okay, so here's Miss 80s. Unfortunately, it's nap time. Hey, bub. She's come along really well, this girl. This preparation is going to be a good one. Showed a lot of ability last time through, just did the barrier trials, and now she's maturing. And we're expecting to go really good this time, aren't we, girl? She's a beautiful filly, absolutely magnificent. So next few weeks we'll be getting up to trialling, and if we ever get to wake up, hey bud. It's you see this time of the day they like their rest, don't they? Been up since 3 o'clock, haven't you, girl? We have the yearling by Pirata out of Iggy McCool. This filly is a beautifully marked filly. Look at the blaze. We've been running our competition to see who can come up with a good name based on the blaze, but she's a sassy little thing, very athletic. Yeah, she is sassy, we know. Hey? Very athletic filly, and really looking forward to the next few months as we start to put some more education into her. And she'll go out again for a little bit of a break, and then look at her, don't bite me. And head towards hopefully some 2-year-old racing. Here we have a gelding called Artifacts. He's obviously a son of Flying Artie, and he's just about ready to barrier trial. He'll have a jump out on Friday, and he'll head to the barrier trials probably on the 4th at Warwick Farm, but showing good ability. I like him a lot. He's a very athletic horse. How bud? Okay. He's a bit tired now, but they've all been up since 3 o'clock this morning, but he'll go to sleep now. And as I said, jump out Friday, off the barrier trials soon after that, but showing plenty of track work. Here we have amazing Nikki. She had a little bit of a setback this preparation, nothing major. She started to get a bit sore as I started to put the work in. I had to back off. She's back on track again now. You're a cranky thing, aren't you? It's time of the day. Hey, it's that time of the day. And she will trial on the 4th at Warwick Farm. So far she's coming along really well. She's a very consistent mare. Last preparation, hardly missed a check last time through. Got a massive finish on her. She gets back and she powers home. Typical of the Conies, and Dad was the same. He had a big finish on him. So hopefully this preparation we can get through and win a few more races. There we go. Good girl. Okay guys, here is Walkin' Talkin'. He's down to run on Wednesday at Canterbury, but he's just doing a pretty awkward barrier. I'm in two minds whether to run him. There's a couple of races for him the following week at the Kenzo track, which might suit him, well should suit him. It was 1100 and 1250. But from barrier 8 on Wednesday, I can see there's speed all around him. I'm just not sure he's going to get into a position where we wanted to. I think after his last run when he drew wide, we went to the front on him and he was found wanting late. The plan was on that day was that let's see how he goes again at the same sort of race at Canterbury. Let's hope he draws a barrier and we can just ride it a little bit quieter. Now whether you're drawing 8 again, sort of like do we go around and run the risk, get trapped wide, or do we just take the punt, pull him out and go around the following week? And hope that we draw a barrier, maybe accept in both races and just see where we draw. Surely we can't draw wide in both. So he's in good order, the big fella. He's not far off a win. I think the Wednesday suits him. So we're just working out what we're going to do. We'll make a decision on race morning after we've seen scratchings at around 29 past 7. G'day team, here's Kiss the Outcast, and unfortunately the other side of racing that people don't get to see a lot of the time is where when a horse races back in the pack, sometimes the kickback, so when the horses dig out the divots out of the ground, they go back and hit a horse pretty hard in the face sometimes, and they can get it in their eye. You can see this guy's got a really sore eye. He's been getting treated pretty aggressively, trying to get this settled down, but it's like anything, something hits in the eye, sometimes it heals very quickly. It's not uncommon, but his has taken a bit longer, so I haven't been able to do much with him. We're aggressively treating it with anti-inflammatories and antibiotics, and yeah, it's a bit of an annoying situation for him at the moment. So he'll come good, but it's just we've got to be very careful because these can get quite severe, and I've seen cases where horses can lose an eye out of it, but his is just quite aggravated at the moment. I don't think the camera can show, but he's got a little blue spot in the eyeball itself, and I don't know if you can get in there or not, but a little blue spot which is where it hit him in the eye. and quite sore to touch. So we're still working on that. Hey, buddy. Hey team, here is Missile Seeker. Finally started to see a glimpse of what I see at track work. Yesterday at the barrier trials at Warwick Farm. He jumped really well, but the speed wasn't on, so he's tracked a bit wide for a while and had to ease back. Approached the turn, he let him roll up around them and won the trial basically in a hold, under a hold, which is what we see at home. And I've been doing a lot of work on this horse in the grass. I think that's probably the problem, was that when I educated him, all of his work was done, or most of his work was done the poly track. And then when he got out in the grass, it was a different horse, and quite embarrassing actually, because he didn't race anywhere near what we're expecting from him. So hopefully that's the key, because I did see a big improvement for his barrier trial yesterday. Quite a will to win, and the track was quite rough. They'd had a bit of rain the night before, and it was pretty churned up by the time we got to his trial at 11 o'clock in the morning. So we'll just make a decision over the next few days as to whether he needs another barrier trial or can get away with maybe a good hard gallop and then head to the races. But it was really good to see a big improvement. G'day team, here is Deep Fury. Unfortunately, Deep Fury was set to race at Nowra on the weekend, but when he got off the truck, he overreached, trod on the back of his own shoe, pulled the nails out, trod back on the nail. Unfortunately went through the soft part of his hoof, was lame. Farrier fixed it, vet looked at it, of course the vet saw it while he was lame, wouldn't let him run, put the shoe back on, he was 100%. So it's one of them situations where he would have been right to race had the vet not got involved. But it was only, like yourself, you tread on something, it's going to hurt. As soon as you take the pressure off by putting the shoe back on and not have, basically anywhere can put pressure on that nail that he just trod on, he'll be fine. So much so, he went out to do track work this morning and he was 100% sound. So I just wanted to make sure he was right, which he is. And we will now sit down and work out a race for him shortly. But that was a bit of a setback we didn't need because he was ready to go. Team here is Nonchalant. He ran a really nice race first up from a little bit of a break the other day down at Goulburn. Just got a little tired late, which was half expected because he'd only had the one barrier trial and he'd actually done really well in between, put a bit of weight on. So he now goes to Goulburn again. There's another 1,000-metre race coming up for him again in a couple of weeks' time. And hopefully second up, which is usually his best run, he gets to put another win next to his name because he's so consistent, this horse. So hopefully that's the case. Okay team, here is Sumo Star. Certainly a horse is going through his grades nicely after struggling away in maiden company in the bush. He's now been a winner in town and a place getter at Randwick, and he raced on the weekend midway over 1,300 metres at Rose Hill, and just got a bit tired late after doing a lot of work to get across and lead. I think after watching the race and seeing where he's at in his preparation, his fitness wise, there's a race for him on the Kenzo track in a couple of weeks' time. It's on for Sumo, you can have a look. It's on the 2nd. Yes. It's a 1550 benchmark race, and I think that'll suit him down the ground now. He get his own way out in front of a 1550, and it's just a good little test for us. We've come this far, we might as well see if he's ready to run the distance. He is half brother to Dealmaker, who was a 2,000-metre horse, and he's also by Maurice, so you'd think that he would get the distance, but he's a little bit heavy-winded horse. It's a big decision to step him up in distance, so we're going to have a go at it. Certainly nothing to lose, but if he was able to lead around the Kenzo track over 1550, control the speed and then quicken, who knows, he might be able to get the money again and get another winner in town, and then we'll come back to town on a Saturday again. But yeah, he's certainly come a long way. Team, here's Sir Maurice. As you can see, we've just woken him up. He's got half his bed and everything all over his head, haven't we, mate, eh? Yes. Give me a clean him up a bit. Puts it through the ears and everything. He's a lovely son of Maurice, as you can tell. He's a slow, maturing type, but geez, I like the way he's come back since he's been gelded this time. Didn't even recognise him this time through. He's just developed to a different shape. When they're colts, they can often be real muscle bound and round, and it's got this weird, well not weird, but a really nice shape to them. When you geld them, they lose that muscle tone. They turn to a different, leaner type of muscle, and he certainly has shaped to a beautiful horse. Obviously, you can't see with the rug on, but more athletic, more willing to do his work. And just growing into a beautiful big animal, aren't you, buddy? Okay? But not happy that we just woke him up for this video. Hey team, it's a good deal. He's come back from a spell. He won really well last preparation over 2100 at Wyong. Showed he can stick on, but just trained off after that, so we spelled him. Back in work again now, up to 3/4 pace over 800 metres. He'll trial around 3 weeks' time. And this preparation, knowing full well that he can get out to a trip, we'll train him that way, and he'll be out to 2,000 metres for the third run back from a spell, no doubt. So, and then we'll start to have some fun with him because he's got plenty of ability, and I've got no doubt that once he's mature, which is something we've got to be patient with stayers. We can run the trip out. He's got a good turn of foot. Once he's worked it out, might win some nice, like at least up to midweek company at this stage anyway, which is a long way from where we thought he was going to end up. So, you know, you get at least 2400s around Warwick Farm or something like that during the week. He'll stay all day, being by done deal. So, see what happens. We have Roman Miss, beautiful daughter of Capitalist, out of a Schnitzel mare. Bred on the same cross as Capital Rain, and she had a first barrier trial at Warwick Farm, and what a trial it was. She jumped really well but got trapped wide, and I thought, well, come to the corner, she's 4 deep here, dropping off. This is not what we're hoping to see, but if they're any good, they can pick themselves up and they'll hit the line again. I had another horse in the trial which I went back to see. It was back on the fence, and by the time I looked back to see where she was joining in out wide 4 deep, and actually could have won the trial had she been asked to. So very, very nice trial for her first go. I'm going to give her another trial just for further education, and they'll be in the 4th at Warwick Farm, and then we'll be going the races soon after that. But she's got a stack of ability, doesn't know how to use it all properly yet, but she's strong. She was only tiny when we bought her. She was this big. Look at her now, absolute powerhouse. She's come a long way, haven't you? I think she's pretty cheap too, off memory. So $50,000. So you know, anyway, she's all ahead of her. Frosty Joe, she's a 2-year-old rising 3 by deep field, and she's come back in for another preparation. Last prep she was going really well but went shin sore, and she's just come back in again, been in work for a couple of weeks and going really nicely. Big strong filly, love her. Nice camera.
Like we are late with Iron Rockin', but Cosmic Cameo staves them all off. But Bring a Gem with the Gun Runner is way too good. And there's a double for James McDonald.
Straturbo just in front. It's ripping on. It won the last. Straturbo
is coming away for a brilliant victory. It goes down to beat Octane Flyer and then came in third Dothraki.
Tester Shadow resuming today's a neck in front from Oxford Poet. It can't pull back the margin. Tester Shadow patiently ridden outside the leader. Here's Seeking Asylum with the last shot at them, bursting through on the outside. Oh, what a great finish. Seeking Asylum. Abdullah says, go on, Sebring Sun. And it races up to hit the lead and starts to wedge away in the Rosebud. Sebring Sun from Wilder and Let's Make It Rain. Regeese run home into 4th, followed then by Tatouche, then Bambara from Zoo Tanada, and Can Be Bossy after leading, finish back at the tail of the field.